B-girl before anything. So before I give you, just some of my spoken word that I do, I'm gonna just cut a little rug for y'all. So I ain't gonna really do much of my freezes, because today I was like, yo, I wanna be in a dress today. I wanna look a little fly with my Adidas. So just bear with me, and then if I can feel y'all energy, I wanna feel y'all energy, so just come up as close as you want to, and I'll just vibe out. So DJ, drop that beat. Higher, louder.
Go ahead, cut that rug, girl. Cut it.
It's not an earthquake. My soul vibrates at the sound that my feet make when I move. This is an inner groove for my ancestors that I have received to honor in the medium of hip-hop. My legs complete 6 steps, and in repetition do they begin to reveal the beauty that lies within all circular motions. Like the Ankh, I am continuous in self-growth, reincarnated through the spirit of a dance, and crave the 808 of Pete Rock as I bop to the sound of hip-hop. My body takes the shape of a snake as I trace the inscriptions on my canvas to figure out the pictures that I can create. I navigate through space, and in time I realize that she who thinks linear is limited. So I'm sure to expose my limbs to all dimensions, not solely just the box that I was told to be fitted in. In my wave of wonder, I isolate each joint only to become unified inside. For divinity is within, and at my core is a yearning student who seeks to learn her true origins. For in this dance, I am connected to a higher purpose, one that can spark a movement to have my people re-examine what their life course is. In seconds, I freeze at the multitude of strength it may take to rehabilitate this nation. We are tangled in misogyny, strangled in exploitation. Sad part is, the ones who are struggling the most ain't screaming out victimization. Do we even know it? Some of us are celebrating. Let us be intertwined as one, as to fight off a machine that convinces of its power and how to run. A culture that is being raped of its purity. Contamination and sewage make it difficult to see hip-hop's fluidity. And that people mean nothing more than a solid rock to stand on. Oh, true stability. Not the lava-filled sass that mask themselves as MCs, but are really just rappers and just bow down to the hands of the oppressor. This is our gem, our love. Why would our own decide to become a stressor? A sincere intervention is needed, a clear disruption to tackle about the debris catching our younger generation. It may be too late for the eruption. We got some destruction. If these tectonic plates happen to find you, know this. Dance to spark your neurons. This is the gateway to our creativity. Deem this as a second chance for our culture. You become a witness to your own nativity. Use your voice to encourage all arenas of strength. Help those who are in need. Bring them into your existence. With this consistent mentality, recognizing all people at stake, we can turn our sedentary and abused minds from immobilized to awake. Thank you. This last piece that I'm going to do for you, I was actually away for the first time. I went to Boriquén, Puerto Rico, for a battle that I was doing. I made top 8. And more than anything, more than the competition, I wanted to learn more about the culture there. I wanted to know. So I don't know if some of you guys know about El Yunque, but it's one of the hugest, biggest, prettiest everything, forest that's there, waterfalls, rocks, and everything. And I know sometimes when we're in the city, it's very hard to remember that we are all one and the same. And sometimes we get caught up in the buildings and the paychecks and the subways and pushing people around. And I was inspired to write this while I was in Puerto Rico. So bear with me. How does nature work? The leaves of El Yunque grab hold to the rivers that bridge great walls and distant valleys. Nature is environment friendly with itself and thy neighbor, for it knows no other way. Well, I can tell you for one, that there is no one mortal entity that makes this world what it is. Together we are tiny ripples of one constant current. Collectively are the souls that determine the outcome of all beings. Being a human ignites fumes to the ones that forget to put out their cigarette, seeping into the lungs of a newborn's air. We are our choices, or the individual that takes time out to smell the roses, sending euphoria and pleasure into his temple, infecting others with this patience. This is nature's medicine. May you take it in abundance. The mind in relaxation rejoices. Learning is a language we derive from each other, but just because we are speaking doesn't mean we are learning. And although it may not be visible, the wheels of each lesson are always turning. Are we listening to the sounds of the waves we create while overlooking the sea, thinking we have no part in its pattern? We matter, for we all are matter, wrapped up in little spindles like the knitted sweaters Grandma used to make us every Christmas. Is our host then just another painting of the Creator's work? Are we then just rivers of life that bridge great walls and distant valleys together? How do people work? Well, what I will say is that there is much to learn from the evergreen trees and the hickory smoke leaves that lie in front of us, for they hold the key to one of life's greatest mysteries, to be with the people or to stand alone. No matter where a fallen leaf may blow, experiencing its own travel and where the wind may direct, this leaf shall be a ripple of its foundation, the tree, that of which will remain. And like us, we must never forget. Thank you.
Okay. Next time over here is Jimmy.